have a story about a very, very cowardly white supremacist. And you know they cowards. You know that. They like to pick on black children and young black women. So you had a young sister at a college. She goes to Quincy University. Her name is Jazzpher Evans. She's 19 years old, and she's a freshman. She is a biochemistry major. Now, she's a student athlete. She plays basketball. So she was recruited by Quincy University to play there, and she was just happy about that. So she was with one of her white friends, and she went to a bar by the name of The Barn. It's a Riverside nightclub. It said about 2 miles off campus, not far from campus, okay? So this guy by the name of Steve William Holman, he's 6'5", 250-pound man who owns the restaurant/bar, choked the sister out and tossed her lifeless body outside with little regard, for her or what happened. The sister said it was one of the scariest moments of her life. Said she suffered a concussion after the attack, which left her with 2 black eyes, cuts in the face, and now her and her family is calling for justice. Now her father said it's unbelievable that this guy now locked up right now. Now see, if my daughter face it looking like that, and the police didn't do nothing, I'm going to see him. I have to. I said, oh, y'all not going to do nothing? Okay, no problem. Don't worry about it. I handle that. Like I said, and y'all, and like I said, I'm not going to run. I'm not going to run at all. So because as a father, you gotta protect your children. It's just that simple. So they said there was no indication that would set this guy off. They said, but Jasper believes that he's singling her out because she was black. Yeah. He said now she was with her white friend, and they said they were doing the exact same thing. They were standing in the exact same spot. Say, dude didn't say a word to her friend, the white friend. He just had tunnel vision and came straight for me. Now, the police said they ain't found no evidence that the incident was racially motivated, okay? No arrest has been made at all. The police chief is saying that they doing an investigation, but come on now. Now, black folks getting arrested for, telling an Asian person something about whatever they may say. That's happening in New York now. But a black woman gets beaten, a young black woman, 19 years old, by a 6'5" man. And, we got to investigate that. Even though her face is messed up, they still know something happened. Well, we just got to look into that. So they said the officers are watching the videos and interviewing a couple of witnesses. They say while we understand the demand for quick justice, it's important to have a proper and thorough investigation. Now, come on now. Come on. If this is the other way around, this is a black man did this to a young white girl. Good when you'd arrested his behind on the spot, probably shot his behind. So the young sister said they were standing by the DJ booth requesting a song. They say when he went grab her, slammed her against the wall. It said threw her to the ground and placed her in a full chokehold. It said choking her out until she lost consciousness. It said he dragged her out of the nightclub, tossed her to the ground, and left her for dead, according to her attorney. She said he didn't say anything to me. His first instinct was to shove me against the wall, and that's what he did. He held me there. I put my hand up to defend myself. And that's when he began screaming at me. He told me to get the F out of the place, and he started spitting in my face. She says that I put my hand up over my face, so I blocked it. And that's when I grabbed my hand, and he drove me to the ground. Now, the young sister said she passed out 5 minutes, and she came to the Quincy police, never rendered aid. Okay, after she got choked out, they never rendered aid, even told her that, she told them they'd been attacked. She had a facial wound, bloody nose, all of that, and they never gave her medical attention, the police. They said there were some of the police officers there, and I walked up to them, and they could visibly see the abrasions and the cuts to my face. I told them the guy just attacked me. He said they didn't offer any medical attention. They didn't even ask me my name. Because these race soldiers are in on it. You know what I'm saying? They're in on it. So she said she's still recovering from her physical injuries. They said, but she's worried about the emotional scars as if it were characterized as a life-threatening beating. See, let me tell y'all black folks something. I've been places before, and I look in there, and if I notice I'm the only black person in the room, I'm not going in there. Especially when I go in, it's a certain look they giving it, like everybody turn around, they doing that when you come in. I said, oh no, I'm not going in there. No, 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 no. You know what's up? You tell your white friends, no, we're gonna go to the black area. That's where we're gonna go. Cause black people not gonna do you nothing when you go to white area. When white people go to black area, they don't do them anything. So no, we're gonna go over here, or we're gonna go where it's a mixed crowd of people. You know, black, white, you know, Asian, whatever. I want to see a mixture of people at minimum. But I'm not about to go somewhere where it's all y'all, because this is what I learned about these white supremacists. They get real bold when they know there's a bunch of them. There's always gonna be one, two, or a few that want to act a fool with you. Now, when it's more than one black person there, it's quite a few where they're gonna have to hold that back. See, they tried that because there was no brothers around or whatever. At least no brothers that they would respect, I'm gonna say, right? So they had a press conference, you know, to let people know. They said her lawyer is pushing for a felony aggravated assault with a hate crime. That's what he's pushing for. They said this dude should be behind bars. They said we will do everything in our power to hold him criminally and civilly responsible. Yes, definitely sue him civilly. Oh yeah, you got to do that. But I want to tell black people, whether you young sister like that, or even up to my age, we living in an anti-black war. You cannot go in places like that and thinking you're oblivious and thinking everybody's like your little white friend. Your little white friend, your teammate or whatever, she may not be that way. Or your white, you know, friend that's a guy, he may not be that way at all. He may be the coolest white person ever. But don't mean when he's going, they got people that think like that. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going in there. Sometimes you need to read the reviews, young brothers and sisters. Before you go there, read where you're about to go. See what's up. Look at the pictures of the place you're about to go. See what the crowd is in there. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all got something. I mean, sometimes you can investigate places before you even go and avoid a lot of problems. I do that a lot. You know, if it's a restaurant, if it's I even walked in even some black spots. There's black people. And I was like, oh, I don't like it in here. I leave. I don't get mad. I don't say nothing. I don't complain. I carry my happy self out and find myself somewhere else to go. It's just that simple. But you got to do that because that young sister could have got killed. It'd have been another incident. And the little white friend not going to do anything about it. She was like, probably say, don't do that, stop. And then while they, you know, doing what they're doing to her. So please be careful out there. You know, you go to college and go into these strange spots. If you can, go to an HBCU. And I understand that this college recruited her. I get it. And unfortunately, the bad part about HBCUs, they need to get on the ball about recruiting and giving these kids scholarships. All that black talent should be going to the HBCU. Shouldn't be going to these places anyway. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation with our young sister. I'm glad she didn't, you know, pass away. But like I said, if that was my daughter, oh no. I would have had to come see him. It would have been on site.